Hey, it's me, your girl, Queen 504, back again with another edition of Catching the Cut. Again, I'd like you to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Today, I want to talk to you all about Tab, Turk, Virgil. I'm going to tell three short stories about Turk. I will say allegedly, even though all of these stories are true, all of the words are from his mouth at that time. But I'm glad he's here. He can, if he hears this, he can either dispute it and say I'm wrong and I can drop the pictures. Um, Up to him. I'm just telling the story right now, but I have pictures to back it up. At least one of the stories that I'm going to tell. Um, so let me start with a time that they had a show in Houston, and I don't know what happened. I think they had been running around looking for Turk all day. And for people that know Turk, they know at one point he was in his heroin days. Um, And so there were times when you couldn't find him because he was busy doing other things. So they left him. Them niggas went to Houston and left him. And I don't know how he and I linked up that day. I don't remember. But I was going to Houston because my boo had got some money from Stunner and gave to me to be able to put gas and pay for all my expenses once I got there. He just walked up to me and put the money in my back pocket and told me to get on the road. I was like, cool. Um, so me and Turk rode to Houston together, and we had talked before, but this was our first time really talking. And he kept doing this with his teeth. He kept sucking his teeth. And I asked him what was wrong. And he told me that his teeth really bothered him. If y'all look back at the videos, y'all will see that Turk had gold teeth in his mouth at the time. And he said, man, my teeth just hurt me so bad. They hurt my mouth so bad. And I was like, just get the motherfuckers out. And he said he couldn't. I said, why can you not go and take gold teeth out if they bother you that much? And he said that the gold teeth were a part of his image. It was a part of the Hot Boys, and it was what people expected to see. So he couldn't get them out, even though they bothered the shit out of him. He couldn't get them out, and he just kind of had to deal with it, and that's what he did. He just continued on with the gold teeth, I guess, until he went to Memphis. He may have gotten them out, but that's story number one. Let me go with story number two. Which one do I want to tell next? Let me tell the story about when he got his brand new Cadillac. Not long after Baby and them signed the 400 Degrees deal, everybody was getting new cars. Juvie, he just took his truck and he tricked it out. He had it painted. He got the sound system put in the back. He tricked his out. Turk, I think Turk had like a green Camaro at the time, and he ended up getting this black Cadillac. And I just happened to be in the Magnolia that day, and he was coming through, and he stopped me, and he said, I can ask you a question. I was like, go ahead. And he showed me a book. He pulled out a book, and he said, look, I just got this today. He said, and I don't really understand what it means. And I looked at it, and I don't know if y'all remember the payment books, the little book you got when you bought a car, and they send you the little book with the little payment coupons in it, so you can send your car payment in every month. And so he's showing it to me, and he said, man, do this mean they gonna send me this amount every month? I say, hell no, man, you gotta pay them. So it just amazed me that there was no financial literacy being taught at all then, and even now. I don't know how much financial literacy is being taught to young artists, because at the time he may have been 17 and he didn't know. Bless his heart. And it is a true story, but Turk, I'm gonna say allegedly, okay? Don't don't come for me. It's the truth. I got people who heard it. They can back it up. So let me get to story number 3. Story number 3. I lived in Jefferson Parish. He lived in Orleans, and somehow we both ended up at this Shell station at the, if you're from New Orleans, you may know what I'm talking about. It was a Shell station at all the way at the very end of Carrollton, where Carrollton intersects with St. Charles. Is pretty much a levee right there, but there's a Shell station that sits right there. It's kind of like the River Road. So I'm at that Shell station. He pulls up in his PT Cruiser. So he goes in the store, and I'm assuming, because I don't know, I wasn't in the store when he was in the store, but it was him and his boys go in the store. He had one of the little blue money bags that you put money in, like if you're in a grocery store or something like that, and you'll have a little blue money bag. He had one of those, and he came out and he saw me, and he was like, man, can you do me a favor? I said, what you need? He said, man, my mama is addicted to scratch-offs, and she sent me here to come and get these scratch-offs, and these people don't want to give them to me. Remember, again, he's like 17 years old, 17, 18. These people won't give me the scratch-offs. I don't know if he assumed just because he was a hot boy that maybe the person would have looked out the window, saw Hotboy is written across the car, some shit. They would have gave it to him. They told that nigga, get the fuck on out of here. So he said, can you please go in there and buy these scratch-offs for me? I can't go back home without these scratch-offs. My mama got a bad addiction. So he gives me said fucking money bag. The fucking money bag was so goddamn heavy, y'all. It was full of change. Not a single dollar bill in that bitch. Just all change, all coins. He wanted me to go in there and buy scratch-off tickets with. I go in there. That lady like, he think I can't see him still out there. I'm not selling y'all no scratch-off tickets. So at that point, we already knew we had to go to another store to do it. So we ended up going to my house, which wasn't far from where we were. I left him with my friend, him and his boys. His boys was in a separate truck. They were in a separate truck. He was in his car. He sent me to go to the store on Jefferson Highway next to Ochsner Hospital to go and get some scratch-offs with all this goddamn change. So I go to the store. Let me back up a little bit. I'm like, the only way I'm going is if you let me drive the PT Cruiser. I want to drive the Hotboy's PT Cruiser. His was black. So he was like, yeah, go ahead. I don't care. Let me drive the PT Cruiser, y'all. I thought I was everything. Got in the car. I looked at the little floor mats. The floor mats say Hotboys across them and shit. I was like, damn. And again, remember, Turk, I got pictures of you in my house. So I go to the store. I get the scratch-off tickets for him. After that lady sat there and counted all that daggone change. I felt so bad, I started to just give her dollars, but I was like, no, because if somebody's addicted to scratch offs, they shouldn't have them anyway. But I went on ahead and got them and took them back. And all these years later, I'm speculating that it was him who was addicted to scratch offs and not his mother. And that is a speculation, so that is allegedly. And what happened pretty much at my house while I wasn't there, I can't speak to that or attest to that because I was not there. I can tell y'all I do have photos. I don't want to pull out those photos, but if I'm being called a liar, I will. And that's all I have for y'all today on Tab Turk Virgil. 3 quick little stories about him. And again, I felt like telling something about him would be fun because he's here. He can actually speak for himself and say, yes, that's true. No, that's not true, or whatever. But there were people with me at all times who heard the very same conversations, and they will attest to the fact that these things did occur. So that's all I've got today. Remember, again, Queen 504, Catching the Cut Media. Well, like, share, subscribe, and comment. Drop your comments below. I'll answer your comments. If you have a question, I'll answer. Comment, I'll answer. So just drop that below.